Welcome to this week's Movie Math, giving you an in-depth analysis of the box office for the weekend of March 23rd, where The Hunger Games was truly the movie on fire. And while I know you Hunger Games fans can't stand comparisons to Twilight, I think you'll like this one. With a debut of $155 million, The Hunger Games has bested every Twilight film's opening. But oh no, Katniss didn't stop there. No, she earned her 11 ranking by scoring the third biggest opening weekend of all time. Only the final Harry Potter movie and The Dark Knight had bigger debuts, although neither of those films were the first in a franchise. That's setting the bar awfully high for a year with plenty of big-ticket movies still to go. Plus, while The Hunger Games did play in IMAX, it was sans 3D, making its haul not only all the more impressive, but a huge win for good old-fashioned filmmaking. And to underscore that even further, the film cost just $78 million to make. Sure, that's before advertising, but in an era of $200 million plus budgets, The Hunger Games' success shows that Hollywood doesn't have to spend a bundle to make a bundle. And sorry, but I gotta go back to Twilight here, as this 1-2 punch shows that high-concept teen flicks are a genre that's proving to be on par with superheroes and fantasy adventure. Expect studio development executives to turn the acquisitions market for young adult books into its very own bloodthirsty version of The Hunger Games. Now, just why did The Hunger Games do so well at the box office? The obvious answer is the tween and teen demographic, which showed up in spades, yet they also showed up for Twilight. The difference here is that The Hunger Games also appealed to teen and tween boys, while adults were also drawn in by the huge hype. Overall, on Friday, the audience breakdown was 61% female and 39% male, while 39% were under the age of 18, 14% in the 18 to 24 bracket, 13% in the 24 to 35 bracket, 21% in the 35 to 49 bracket, and 18% over the age of 50. Yes, just like in Panem, everybody watches The Hunger Games. Lionsgate is, of course, thrilled and has hinted they will be making 3 more films, with Mockingjay split into 2, which seems to be the big trend these days. Now, the big question is how well The Hunger Games will be able to do in the long run. Will it do repeat business? And is there still anyone left out there who wants to see the movie but didn't see it this past weekend? Its only real competition between now and The Avengers is Wrath of the Titans, which opens this very weekend. Yes, looks like Sam Worthington has one more Titan to do battle with, Katniss Everdeen. No other mainstream movie dared debut against The Hunger Games, and looking at the numbers for the rest of the weekend box office, we can see why. Every film dropped 40% or higher, with John Carter slipping the most by 63%. The rest of the top 10 chugged along, grabbing what money they could, while The Hunger Games made even impressive hauls like the Loraxes look meager by comparison. But there was one surprise, and that was October Baby, which opened in limited release just under 400 theaters, yet managed to grab the number 8 spot. This is yet another win for faith-based filmmaking, as October Baby is an anti-abortion movie. And while the movie itself is fictional, it's actually based on a real woman, Gianna Jessen, who is an abortion survivor, i.e. her mother had tried to have an abortion but ended up giving birth to the baby prematurely in the process, and has been telling her story across the globe and on YouTube. There is a link to one of those videos in this video's description. As for this coming weekend, as I said, Wrath of the Titans will try to fell The Hunger Games, but with an expected opening of $39 million, the odds are not in its favor. Mirror Mirror also opens and is expected to debut with $22 million, which is actually pretty good. Will winning the race to theaters make a difference in either Mirror Mirror's own haul or its competitors come June? We'll have to wait and see. And that's the weekend box office. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some movie math. As always, thanks for watching. And I also hope you'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.